day viewers and welcome to your Friday episode of Erongo Talk. I'm Precious Nghitaunapo, your host and presenter for today. Now today we bring you the news, the weather as well as a sports update. And speaking sports, Namibia is taking on Portugal this weekend in Windhoek, that is at the Hagekingkop Rugby Stadium. Now this is of course a very anticipated match, so I hope you guys do show your attendance and support and back the boykies. But that is it for now. Let's stay tuned for the rest of the show. Good day viewers and welcome to this week's edition of Erongo Talk. My name is Leandria Mouwer.
I am your host Frida Moloto.
I am Emerita Shikesho.
I am Precious Nghitaunapo.
Now as usual we bring you the latest news, some sports news as well as the weather and tides.
Om die eerste wen te kry is 'n goeie gevoel man.
Is that the goal, Joy?
Yes, that is currently the goal.
Phenomenal. I feel nice creative team.
To catch up for more news stories, visit our online channel oneupto.com or you can visit our website at www.erongo.com.na. Alternatively, you can check out our DSTV channel, channel 285 and GoTV, channel 25.
Welcome back. It's of course time for our news, and first up in our top story for today, the Red Force saga remains in the news as the residents of Walvis Bay handed over yet another petition and called for the immediate removal of Red Force. Now this petition highlighted their grievances and their call to action. Let's have a look.
2 petitions were presented to the council addressing some of the matters, and to date not a single response has been forthcoming from the council on matters raised in the 2 petitions. We regard this as a sign of pure disrespect and arrogance, rudeness, and we are no longer going to tolerate such behavior or attitude. As elected leaders, you should refrain from undermining the plight of the electorate who made it possible for you to occupy the positions you are holding currently. We are submitting our concerns today, and we are expecting to get responses and feedback from you within the time frame indicated in this petition. At a council meeting held on Tuesday, the 7th of May 2024, the chairperson of the management committee, Councillor Richard White, recused himself from the discussions on the Red Force debt collections, and he stated that the reason is because of possible conflict of interest. We want him to publicly declare details surrounding his conflict of interest with Red Force. Take this one. There was a meeting scheduled to discuss burning matters affecting all the community relating to Red Force operations. The meeting could take place and was postponed 3 times because of some councillors deliberately dodged to attend the meeting. On the same date of dodging to attend the meeting, Red Force meetings, 3 councillors and the chairperson of the management committee, Richard White, Buddy Bramwell and Olivia Andrews, attended the committee meeting to appoint a manager and acting CEO. Appoint a manager while there is a senior general managers available who can be appointed as a CEO. Does it mean that you do not have confidence in your senior managers?
In a more positive news from the Walvis Bay municipality, the Walvis Bay Youth Action Climate Fund was officially launched. Now the mayor of Walvis Bay, Trevino Forbes, shares a little bit more on what this fund entails. Let's hear.
The official launch of the Walvis Bay Climate Action Fund. It was started last year when we were at COP28 in Angola and myself, that we heard about the Youth Climate Fund it's a grant that's being awarded by Bloomberg Philanthropies, and then we as a municipality, we applied for this fund. So Walvis Bay being one of only 2 cities in Southern Africa that was awarded this grant by Bloomberg Philanthropies, and if you roughly convert it, it's about $1 million Namibian dollars that's being given to Walvis Bay. So this is a grant, and we have started asking youth to apply to obtain this funding. So it was from up to $100,000 per project that they could then apply for. So what we have now currently, we have 4 awarded projects that we do have now, ranging from, I see, $100,000 for 2 projects each, $100,000, and then 14 and then 50,000, 14 and $15,000 for the other 2 projects. So they then had to apply by application form to this to obtain this fund, and so 4 have been awarded, but we still have some funds left, and we would like to ask the youth to really apply. It's from 15 to 25 years old that you can apply. Come up with a project, do your submission, and then we will go through it, or the committee will go through it and then award to the successful bidders. So what we have decided recently is, because we didn't receive so many applications, that we will have a workshop this coming Tuesday, 2 o'clock.
Now, of course, the workshop is set to take place on Tuesday in Walvis Bay, where more youth can apply to be part of this opportunity. Now, this conference, this Youth Action Fund, does entail a youth conference as well as 2 gardening projects, one which includes the planting of trees at local schools in Walvis Bay.
Our project focuses on education and awareness among young people and the young generation, so that we can have more awareness about how impactful the climate change is, and how it will affect not only our generations but generations to come, and how we must take action in order to not only understand the problem that we are facing, but also to take action, and how we can influence other generations and other children and other youth across not only Namibia but also the world. Yeah, there is a conference. It's from, I think, the 13th to the 14th of September this year. It invites youth to just know more about the community and how we can take action so we can be better as a community.
Our project mainly focuses on educating the youth in the country or in the town currently. Teach them how to grow from planting the seed into the ground to it blossoming into a fruit, a vegetable, and how they can treat those plants also. And then from there, it teaches also them how to make different variety of dishes with those foods that they grew by themselves.
Well, the project will be intended to contribute to the alleviation of poverty in Walvis Bay. The project will also intend to create 3 indirect jobs to the community of Walvis Bay as well. The project is also about, I'm actually just focusing on doing school practicals about agriculture and creating food that will be able to be supplied to different markets in Walvis Bay as well as in the country.
And lastly, in our new segment, the Soccerpool Constituency Office handed over materials and equipment to micro, small and medium enterprises in the local town of Soccerpool. Let's hear what the Constituency Officer, Louisa Kativa, has to say.
Dear beneficiary, I'm delighted to inform you that material for your various businesses have been delivered and successful. Today we are delivering this material to you as it is. I'm very happy to see this initiative success. 15 beneficiaries was been noted. All the material cost us 156.196.24. 156.196.24. That is the cost of your material as you are sitting there. Dear beneficiary, if you benefit today on this office of the councillor, you are no more going to benefit next year. You are benefiting this material today and go use it for your business, the business to grow, the business to success, so that you can recruit our brother and sister, those who are they are in need of the job opportunity. Honorable Councillor is not delivering this material to you to become a decoration, adapted material at your houses where you are.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of our news segment for today. Please make sure to visit our website, that is www.erongo.com.na. Do make sure to follow us on Facebook as well as Instagram, Twitter, X, Threads, you name it, we are all there. Alternatively, do have a look at our DSTV channel, that is DSTV channel 285 and GoTV channel 25. But do please stick around as we have some sports news coming up next.
Yes, I look like a kid.
Super tasty.
And it's super good for you. Super good for immunity, brain, growth needs, and tummy.
Super nutrition for super kids. A Lula Gold Kid.
Welcome back. It's of course time for our sports news. Now, like we all know and like we've mentioned earlier on, Namibia will be taking on Portugal this weekend in Windhoek in Windhoek at the Hage Stadium. Now, Namibia will be taking on Portugal in a once-off test match at the Hage Stadium in Windhoek. Of course, NTV Network Television will be bringing you the live action from 10:50 as we bring you the first division final between Vipers and Oceans, followed by the Namibia versus Portugal game that will kick off at 2:15, that is 2:30. Now we chatted to some former players of the Namibia rugby team, and Mr. Evan Isaacs here at the coast stopped by our office to share a few sentiments. So let's hear what he has to say.
Good morning. We are live here from Swakopmund, the coastal town of Swakopmund. I am Evan Isaacs, a former rugby player of Namibia Rugby Union. I have played in 2 World Cups, one in France in 1999 and also in 2003. Yes.
Okay, so sorry, Mr. Isaacs. Namibia is taking on Portugal. Very important, very exciting game. Any word of advice for the boys?
Yeah, it's my son is also playing on Saturday. He's playing footing. He's Alkino. Yeah, and I think the word for advice that I was also listening to Prince. Prince is very excited about the game. We haven't done so good against the Bulls, but I think it's a lack of consistency and game time for the boys. I think against the Bulls, the game was playing at a very fast pace and they cannot cope with the pace. So this weekend, I think they've got more time. There was a little bit of experience coming back into the team, especially in the front row where Jason and Max from the USA was coming in, and also Adrian Boyson, and also positional shift from Retief was also shifting. So I think the practice was very fruitful as I was listening on sports rap and so on. So I think that it will be a very interesting game on Saturday.
Okay, so we mentioned now that the game against the Bulls, which was supposed to be sort of like a practice run for them basically, but it was a bit too fast-paced for them. So how do you think they can go forward against Portugal, and what do you think Portugal is going to bring?
Yeah, Portugal, I think if we check first the statistics head on Namibia, we played 2 games against them. 1 we won, 1 we lost. So it will be very interesting, but with that saying, Portugal had qualified for the first time, I think, in 20 years. At the last World Cup in 2019, and they have proved that they are very, very formidable, a big force to reckon with. The developing structure that they got in place is very good, and they also, I think, they're playing in the A1 European Cup in Europe. So it will not be an easy game, because after this game they're going to South Africa to play the Springboks. So they have come ready, and I think they have prepared for this game.
Jy lyk soos 'n man wat hou van rugby.
Ek hou nogal van rugby, maar met die myne ryk kan ek nie al die games so goed as al kykie want ons is in die bos daar.
Dit is. Nou hierdie naweek het ons Namibia teen Portugal. Wat dink jy gaan daar gebeur?
Man, ek weet nie. Ek kan nie sê nie. En elke rugby game is anderste. Maar ek hoop van Namibia dat hulle die ander span kan klop.
Wat is jou boodskap aan die manne van Namibia?
Man, hulle kan hulle voor die rugby begin met gewone yskoue uithaal daarso en skryf van Namibia.
Daar sê, gaan jy hierdie naweek 'n yskoue drink op Namibia?
Ek moet een vat op hulle.
Karel, jy lyk soos 'n man wat rugby speel. Of gespeel het.
Gespeel het.
Nou sê vir my, ons het nou hierdie naweek het ons nou 'n toetswedstryd. Dit is nou tussen Namibia en Portugal. Wat dink jy gaan gebeur hierdie naweek daar op die hartgame?
Man, ek dink nie dit gaan 'n maklike game wees nie. Maar ek dink ons het die tuisvoordeel. So ek dink as ons manne mooi met mekaar staan en dan gaan ons verseker 'n goeie kans kan staan. Ek het nou net gou vinnig die span deur gekyk en ek sien dit is 'n sterk span. Ek dink dit is die beste wat Namibia op hierdie stadium vir ons het om te offer. So ek dink regtig ons gaan hulle 'n goeie go gee en ek kan nie wag om dit te kykie.
Awesome. Wat is jou boodskap aan die manne? Die Namibiese manne?
Manne, julle weet julle kan amper sê ek dig diep en kry hulle. So julle weet julle kan 'n voorspoed.
Hey, Craig, you say you are a rugby lover.
Yes.
Now, this weekend in Windhoek, we have Namibia against Portugal. What do you think is going to happen?
Well, I'm hoping Namibia will beat Portugal. They should be able to.
What is your message to Namibia?
Hey, good luck, and we'll hope to have you with us in the finals one day in the World Cup.
Awesome. So why do you now love the sport so much? Why do you love rugby so much?
I was brought up with it. Parents, father's a sports fanatic. We're all sports fanatics, and rugby is one of the best sports.
Awesome. So we say, go Namibia, go.
Go Namibia, go, yes.
Jy lyk ook soos 'n man wat rugby ken en rugby gespeel het.
Ja, nie gespeel nie, maar ek is 'n rugby liefhebber.
Nou hierdie naweek is daar, want ek het ons wedstryd is Namibia teen Portugal. Wat sal jy sê dink jy gaan gebeur daar op die veld?
Jong, dit is altyd moeilik om vooruit te bepaal. Want dit is 50-50 altyd, so dit is moeilik om te sê wie gaan wen. Maar natuurlik is die gunsteling mos nou Namibia. Vir ons ondersteun hulle graag.
Wat is jou boodskap aan die manne? Wat wil jy graag vir hulle sê?
Laat hulle die bal moet speel en nie skop die hele tyd nie. Hulle moet hom in die hand hou en vorentoe dryf.
Well, that's it from our sports desk here today. I hope you guys are as excited for the Namibia-Portugal game as we are. But please stick around as we have our interview coming up next with some of the guys from the beach soccer tournament.
Get ready for the ultimate rugby showdown experience. JSB Sports Betting and Synergy Marketing bring you an exclusive chance to witness South Africa take on New Zealand in Cape Town on September 7th, 2024. Win match day tickets, return flights from Windhoek Airport Shuttle Service, and 2 nights accommodation for 2 adults. Entering is easy. Just save the number 085-785-6231. Send a WhatsApp with the keyword #JSB. Follow the prompts and place a bet on any rugby fixture via JSB Sports Betting between June 29th and August 17th, 2024. Enter now and stand a chance to win this incredible prize. TNC apply. Win big with JSB Sports Betting and Synergy Marketing. Don't miss out. Register today and make your rugby dreams come true.
Good morning. My name is Zavier Christians and I am the Logistics, Sourcing and Procurement Officer for the beach soccer event taking place in Namibia, Soccermund, Platsamir. My role is to provide a smooth and sailing tournament experience as well as creating a blueprint for future tournaments to take place. Our aim is after all to create or to give a great experience for all parties and stakeholders involved, a tournament experience as well as a brand experience, yes. The philosophy behind the whole thing is making use of what we have. And what we know is Namibia, generally speaking, Swakopmund has very beautiful beaches and beach sand across the coastlines. So what we are trying to do is engage or have the youth engage during the off season for this to take place, and just to create a rather spectacular environment around the whole beach soccer. And yes, that's about it.
Okay, so making use of what you have, I think that's a very interesting concept. Just can we tap into a little bit more on the purpose of this tournament?
As I said, the purpose is to have the youth engage during the off season. It's not specifically for the youth, but also for any other interested parties. And what we're trying to do is we are trying to build a sports tourism infrastructure. The tournament would broadly contribute to local companies, businesses in terms of restaurants, accommodation outlets, and much more. Just through sports tourism. Yes, that's about it.
So enhancing sports tourism.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's just backtrack a little bit to our phrase, use what you have. I understand that it is an annual event and the aim is to use what you have. So will this tournament take place in other coastal towns as well, or what is the future of this tournament look like?
Yes, ideally, as this beach soccer is a FIFA accredited and recognized tournament format, once we get the accreditation from the FIFA, we are planning on moving it through and to all the further coastlines along Namibia, and to for them to also grow within the events and the capacity to hold such events, and just to engage with the community and see better outcomes in the future. Yes.
Okay, now talking about FIFA and getting the accreditation, let's just go a little bit more into detail on that one. I think it would be a very interesting thing to see Namibia actually participate internationally in beach soccer. So what is the possibility and what will it take?
Yes, so at the moment we Namibians, or we would like to see soccer, not only soccer but 11-a-side soccer taking place within Namibia. But due to our low standards of pitch and so on, we know that we have the right capacity of beach, and the level of the beaches are quite high. So our aim is to further invite other countries and other teams from all around the world to participate in this tournament, and to be able to help us grow as a country, as well as to help the beach soccer grow. Yes.
Okay, so for the members of the public that are now watching our interview, how can they become a part of this tournament?
So the tournament will be taking place on the 24th to the 26th of August. For more information, you can contact Chris Lee, our registration officer, in terms of registration information and any queries about any further information that you might require. Yes.
Okay, so just before we conclude and round things up, any final remarks from your side?
Yes, so the tournament entry fee is around $500. As I said, you can just contact Chris Lee. He's one of our colleagues, and he's quite good at his job also. So for what we would like from you guys is to follow us on all our social media platforms, and just to be updated on any updates, and just to stay alert for more. Yes.
Beat the winter chill with sizzling hot deals on stylish tiles, breathtaking mosaics, modern bathrooms, sandware and accessories. There's never been a better time to shop at Union Tiles. The Union Tiles Winter Warmer promotion is on until 7 July. Go to uniontiles.co.za. Find us on Google and connect with us on social media. Union Tiles, style and quality you can afford.
far does care go? Does it touch one person's life? Maybe two. Or does caring for one person touch the lives of a whole family? Maybe it goes beyond a family to friends and the greater community too. At Mediclinic, our care goes further than you think to enhance your quality of life. Mediclinic, expertise you can trust.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of our episode for today. Now, of course, we were seated in this very cozy pizza restaurant that is called Pomodoros right here at the Plaza Mia Mall. But that brings us to the end of our episode for today. We have your news covered, sports covered, as well as our interview. Now, it's of course Friday, so we're going to sit back, kick back a little bit, relax, and have some pizza. Why not?